Narcissists are masters of manipulation. They can deceive, control, and play with your emotions like a finely tuned instrument. They can fake love. They can fake remorse. They can even fake humility. But there is one emotion they can't fake. It exposes them every single time. And once you know what to look for, you'll never fall for it again. Narcissists are masters of pretending. They can mimic kindness, act charming, and say all the right words to make you believe they care. But it's all an illusion, because there is one thing they can't fake: authentic empathy. No matter how hard they try, they can't truly care about another person's feelings. Their concern is always an act, designed to manipulate and control. They don't feel your pain. They don't share your joy, because at their core they only care about themselves. True empathy requires a person to step outside themselves, to put their own needs and feelings aside, and fully experience what someone else is going through. This is something a narcissist simply cannot do. Why? Because their entire identity is built on self-preservation. Their focus is always on how things affect them, their image, their needs, their desires. Even when they appear concerned for others, it's usually because it benefits them in some way. Empathy means feeling someone else's pain as if it were your own. It requires deep emotional connection, vulnerability, and selflessness. But narcissists are emotionally disconnected, driven by insecurity, and trapped in a mindset of self-importance. They can imitate emotions, but they don't actually feel them the way an empathetic person does. This is why their compassion often feels hollow. Their apologies lack sincerity, and their support is conditional. They might say, "I understand how you feel," but their actions always prove otherwise. Because at the end of the day, a narcissist cannot step outside themselves long enough to truly care about someone else. Narcissists are experts at mimicking emotions, but they don't actually feel them. They study people, learn the right words to say, and put on a convincing act when it benefits them. They'll say, "I'm sorry you feel that way." They'll insist, "I understand what you're going through," but their actions never match their words. Because if they truly understood, if they truly cared, they wouldn't keep doing the same hurtful things over and over again. That's the key difference between real empathy and the narcissist performance. A genuinely empathetic person adjusts their behaviour when they realise they've hurt someone. A narcissist, they just repeat the cycle. They'll say whatever it takes to smooth things over in the moment, but as soon as it no longer benefits them, they drop the act. Their concern is never about your feelings. It's about what they can get. If pretending to care will get them attention, forgiveness, or control, they'll do it. But the second they don't need to keep up the act, their true nature comes right back through. And that's why their empathy always feels so shallow, temporary, and self-serving. Because it is. Have you ever spotted a narcissist faking empathy? Maybe they said all the right things, but something just felt off. Maybe they apologized, but their actions never changed. Or maybe they acted like they cared, until they no longer had anything to gain. What gave it away for you? Let me know in the comments below. One of the biggest giveaways that a narcissist is faking empathy is their eyes. Real empathy isn't just in words. It's in a person's expression, their energy, and especially their gaze. When someone truly cares about you, you can see it. Their eyes hold warmth, compassion, and genuine concern. You can feel their presence, like they're emotionally connected to you in that moment. But narcissists, their eyes tell a different story. Instead of warmth, their eyes are cold, empty, and calculating. It's like looking into a void. There's no true emotion behind them, only an act. Even they pretend to care, their eyes betray them. You might catch a flicker of annoyance when they realise they have to perform empathy. Or maybe a quick glance away, as if they're checking to see if their act is working. Sometimes their stare is too intense. Not out of care, but out of a desire to control and manipulate. Other times their eyes are completely dead, showing no real connection to the emotions they claim to have. If you really want to know if a narcissist is faking empathy, watch their eyes. The truth is always there. Another way to spot a narcissist faking empathy, watch what happens when there's nothing in it for them. When you're struggling, they might pretend to care. If it makes them look good, if they can use it to control you, or if they want to be seen as supportive. But the moment your pain doesn't serve their interests, they disappear. Now ask yourself this: if you're successful, do they genuinely celebrate you? Or do they seem resentful, irritated, or even try to downplay your achievements? When you're hurting, do they feel with you? Or do they just offer empty words and quickly move on? Have you ever noticed them acting supportive in public, only to dismiss your feelings behind closed doors? A narcissist doesn't feel with you, they only feel for themselves. If they're not getting attention, validation, or control, they have no reason to pretend. And that's when their true colours show. Narcissists don't just pretend to care, they perform their caring. They put on a grand show, exaggerating their concern, so everyone around them sees just how deeply they care. They'll say things like, "I care about you more than anyone. I was so worried about you," or "You mean everything to me." But something never adds up. Their words are big, but their actions are empty. Their concern only lasts as long as it benefits them. One moment they're acting like they care so much, then in seconds, it's gone. If you need real emotional support, suddenly they're busy, irritated, or even cold. A narcissist's empathy is an act. The over-the-top performance is meant to convince you and everyone else that they're a good person, but the truth is, their caring isn't real. If you've ever watched someone make a huge show of concern, only for it to vanish just as fast, you've seen the performance of a narcissist. You don't have to fall for this act ever again, because deep down you already know when someone truly doesn't care about you. You can feel it, your gut instinct, your intuition. It's always trying to warn you. Maybe it's a tightness in your chest, a feeling of unease, or the hair on the back of your neck standing up. Something about them just feels off. You hear their words, but you don't feel their love. You see their performance, but their energy is cold, detached, empty. Listen to that feeling. Trust yourself. You deserve better. You deserve real love, real care, real empathy. Someone who doesn't just say the right words, but backs them up with real actions. Someone who feels with you, not just when it benefits them, but because they truly care. Never settle for anything less. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Share your thoughts in the comment section. Hit the subscribe button to receive the notifications. If you would like to support the channel, you can donate at paypal.me/Narc Survivor. You can book a one-on-one with me on my website. It's narcsurvivor.co.uk. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.